hell no! Does Phoenix Wrong really think I'm going to collab with him?
Yo, Key, what up? How's it hanging, yo?
Huh? Was that? No, it couldn't be. Oh well. One lemonade, please, little girl.
Why, yes, madam. Here you go. Enjoy.
Thank you? Okay, Key, keep your head on. Maybe it's just dye your main green day and you didn't get the memo. Yeah, that's right. I'm so glad you agreed on this date, A&Y. Today's been really weird.
Yes, it's been very weird. Got to the shop.
No.
Hey, Key, wanna collab? Hey, Key, wanna collab? Hey, Key, wanna collab? Hey, Key, wanna collab? Hey, collab, want a key? Hey, collab, want a key? Down with Toon Critic, down with Toon Critic. Hey, Key, wanna collab? Hey, Key, wanna collab? Hey, Key, wanna collab? Hey, Key, wanna collab? Hey, Key, wanna collab?
Finally, some quiet.
Why, Miss KeyFrame, what brings you to my office?
Doc, you won't believe what's going on outside. It's like the code-pocalypse out there. So many stylish suits and pin tool abusing. Doc, you gotta help me.
Well, Miss KeyFrame, there's only one cure for that, and that's collabing with MasterCode.
Ah! That's it. Ayo, Scotty.
Oh, hey, KeyFrame, what brings you all the way out here? On my ship. In space. Anyway, since you're here, you wanna—
Yes, 1,000 times yes! Just make your clone plate go away and make the nightmare end!
Huh, well that was weird. Yeah, I know, right? Well, anyway, since we're all ready, let's begin the cross-examination of Gift of the Mud Pie. Pinkie Pie and Rarity travel to Manhattan for a new boutique location. Hold it! You know, it's really fascinating how far Rarity's come in the fashion world in the past couple seasons. Displaying her quick thinking, creative flair at the Manhattan show, expanding her brand to Canterlot, and now Manhattan, which is really telling of her success. Using the timelines on seasons 1 through 4, i.e. 1 year past since Sniper Moon event, and assuming Rarity has owned and operated the boutique for a few years prior, we can roughly guess approximately 5 years before she opened Canterlot Boutique. Again, going by the timeline, Rarity has grown so successful enough to open a third franchise within months of the previous boutique, really showing how much of an entrepreneur she's becoming.
To me, Rarity is probably the main Six member that has had the most positive external development over the course of the show's run. It's so easy, and often utilized by other shows to just have a character be stuck in square one for the rest of their life, with each further development in their dream being retconned come next episode. Rarity, though, is the antithesis of that. She has not only gained her boutique in Canterlot, which according to the almighty Fausticorn was her all-time destiny, but is moving forward, not just limiting herself to her first goal. Let's face it, once you reach the top of the mountain, after a while, you want to climb an even bigger mountain. It's nice to see the show crew realizing that Rarity does not need to stay stagnant, and that her story is far from over.
Alright, I think it's time to focus on our main players for this episode and the awesome interactions between them. This alone is a great setup for an episode, pairing the energetic party pony with the sophisticated fashionista and, of course, Maud, who's always awesome. The interactions between the three yields many great encounters throughout this hilarious episode. The dry humor from Maud's monotone delivery, watching Rarity transition from nonchalant to near breaking point, stressing over the perfect gift, and Pinkie Pie is adorably over the top as usual with her fast-paced dialogue and rapid movements. And with that, the animators have once again expanded upon their library, displaying many new excellent and hilarious facial expressions, and thus the search for the psst begins.
Pinkie Pie and Rarity are my favorite and second favorite main Six ponies respectively, and when I saw that they were finally teaming up for an episode, I was so giddy! Pinkie and Rarity have such great chemistry with each other throughout the episode, complementing each other's actions with brownness or spurts of energy, like their conversations with each other while Pinkie is searching for the perfect gift for Maud. Speaking of which, Maud! I stand by that she is one of the best secondary characters the show has ever produced. There is something about stoic, monotone characters in cartoons that always tickle my fancy, especially here since she is Pinkie's sister. She provides an excellent middle ground to such more colorful personalities of Rarity and Pinkie, whether it be with her stories, geological observations, or her seeming ability to teleport. Despite the blank stare and muted color scheme, you can definitely tell that she's a pie through and through.
The trio traveled through Manhattan, searching the perfect gift for Maud. Hold it! Focusing now on...
Objection!
What?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if it worked. I can see why you like this shtick so much. Objection! Objection!
Cut it out!
Objection.
Hey, careful! You're gonna poke someone's eye out with that. It's not a toy!
Well, this is...
Hey, that's my favorite top. Give it here. Spinneroonie!
What are you, 6?
Shut up. Anyways, here's where we get to the meat of the episode, based off the original tale of Gift of the Magi. The plot mirrors the original story, but its interactions with the three have each other, making it fun and entertaining, with Pinkie and Rarity conspiratorially discussing their plans or madly shopping through vendors. And watching the anxiety build between Pinkie and Rarity, creating not only humorous situations, but also some world building expanding upon the sights of the city. The use of the party cannon abided by the rules of three, showing how much the object was important to Pinkie, and thus set up the sacrifice element. The writing overall was fantastic. I especially love this scene with this shyster, when Pinkie and Rarity speak of her some evil, dangerous being, and she's just standing there with a vacant stare. And the story never feels like it's spinning its wheels, and it's paced rather well with its straightforward yet manic conversations, keeping Maud and Rarity as the supporting characters, rightfully so, as Pinkie is the one that drives the story and gives us some good expansion on her character all the while.
The pacing of this episode was something truly refreshing to see from new writers. Usually, most new writers' first episodes suffer in the pacing department, an example being Ed Valentine with Flight to the Finish. While the episode is overall very well done, I can't deny the pacing was kinda off, especially with how slow it was to get to the episode's main conflict. Here, though, we get our establishment of why the characters are here, our conflict, and the plan of action in the first act. Everything just seemed to flow so well into each other, which is always a delight.
Focusing now on Pinkie's sacrifice. Give me that!
Aww.
I told you were gonna hurt someone with that. Ow! Whoops, my bad. Ah, the pain. Why does it burn? Ow. Object that, bitch. Oh, my head. I need some Tylenol. Anyway, focusing now on Pinkie's sacrifice, it is funny seeing the exuberant party pony cracking under pressure, seeking the perfect gift. And it does reveal more of her inferiority complex, which we've explored previously. Let's go back to Pinkie Pride, where Pinkie felt inferior to another pony that outclassed her in her own game. Here was not her meeting up to her friends and even her own standards. In Gift of the Mod Pie, this is a much more personal for her, as she doesn't want to disappoint her family, which she holds in very high regard. And she shows the depth she'll go through for her sister by sacrificing one of her most iconic items, the thing that brings her laughter and joy, all for her sister, and it's so beautiful. I'm so happy. Oh, I can do this.
Come on. It's not that sad. She just sacrificed the item we've seen her have a special connection with since season 1, and is a representation of her unique, spontaneous, party-going, joy-bringing style. And oh, Luna, I'm getting flashbacks to Pinkie's lament. Take it out of the closet, Pinkie. It's part of you. Anyways, one of the main criticisms I heard about the episode was the fact that Rarity's shopping for the location of her next boutique wasn't focused as much, or it wasn't its own episode. Now, while I can kinda see where they're coming from with the kind of hijinks Rarity could have had with house hunting, I think it's much better utilized here as a frame for the plot rather than the plot itself. It gave us a reason for Rarity to be there, and a reason to be in Manhattan, and honestly, the only gripe I have about Rarity's subplot was that they didn't follow the rule of 3 with 3 different buildings. But in the end, I felt it gave us what it needed to give. A nice small setup for future episodes like Saddle Row and Review.
Now, in keeping with the namesake title, I think it's time we compare the episode to the original tale of Gift of the Magi and see how it actually improves upon the original story. True, the episode pretty much hits all the same points of the original tale, up to and including acknowledging the love behind the gift rather than the gift itself. Though what makes the moral even more impactful is not only Pinkie getting 2 gifts and Maud none, but that we actually saw the pain and sorrow from Pinkie losing her beloved cannon, which makes the reveal and reconcile much stronger, seeing both sisters' full range of emotions. Well, 2 emotions for Maud, but you know what I mean.
I think the episode's biggest strength is how it modernizes the classic tale. Funny given the show we're talking about. It is very easy to try and represent our love and care for someone with an object, rather than focus on the love behind the action itself. In the original story, both characters felt the need to sacrifice something at the same time. Here, though, we see a much more realistic situation, with one character, this being Pinkie, feeling like the inferior gift giver to Maud, while Maud already has the mindset of, it's the thought that counts. I think Maud's monologue at the end cinched it for me, though. It doesn't matter what the gift is, or even if there is a gift at all. It's about the fact you love this person enough to go through the trouble at all. That's what matters. It's a beautiful moral and a beautiful retelling of Magi.
And I must say, choice spot for Rarity's new store. Between jewelers, a bustling street, no nearby competition, oceanfront property, not bad. Overall, this is a great slice of life story. It was nice to see Maud again and seeing her terrifying ponies, some more introspection on Pinkie's personality, plenty of humorous moments, great expansion in the animation department, and seeing Rarity make her way even more in the world. And I'm really looking forward to how the writers will expand on Rarity and her future franchise plans.
This was a great episode after the premiere. A new pairing, a fandom favorite character, setups for future plots, and a retelling of a classic relatable tale that's not too in our face about it. There was so much about this episode that I loved that, until Heartwarming Tale, this was my favorite episode of season 6. I absolutely adored the Fox brothers' interpretations of Pinkie Pie and Rarity, and I hope they get to write another episode with those two in the future. Certainly them rather than Mike Vogel. Stick to Starlight, honey.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting time having you on board. I suppose I should send you back and...
Oh? What's this?
Ah, that's my Best Dancer in the Galaxy trophy. No one can match my moves.
Oh, really? Not even tall unicorns with exponentially poofy manes?
Oh, please. A mare couldn't match the moves of a stallion, let alone moi.
Oh yeah, Marshmallow Mint? Let's dance.
All right, dance off!
Jumping all around, on the ground. Jump, 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 move it all around. Tap, tap, down, stamp on the ground. Jump, 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 move it all around. Jumping all around. Jumping all around.
I kick!
What a dream.
Babe, are you alright?
Yeah, honey. I'm okay. Just a MasterCode dream again.
That's the 4th time this week.
Yeah, but I think it's all over.
Hey, do you guys mind? You're hogging the blankets.
Ah!